First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Detroit Lions. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on first down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
And a no ground game here with a tailback. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
You're set, the lady. What are you hot?
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. This is taken in by Chad Williams. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets out of them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Set, the lady.
They'll run it there out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
You're set, red 80. What are you hot?
On 2nd down, here's Stafford. The 20, and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. Sturgis for the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is picked up by the Bears.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside.
Hey, we got 3 downs.
All right, here we go. Blue landing.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set. 3-19.
To throw on 2nd down, Lawrence. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry.
Okay, Betty, I see you.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A first trip to the red zone for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Hurry up, here we go.
From the gun, Lawrence. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go now.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Set. Blue 60.
Kill.
And they'll try to run game here with the doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bus stop.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
He goes set. Blue 60.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 22!
Check nine. Sink.
Set! Red 80!
Stafford on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now Landry. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. And now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the
Here we go
defense who
now.
got the ball
Blue
back. The
Niners.
special teams know how to handle things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Tight left. Leopard. Leopard. 4 down. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
You're on an island. All right, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
From the gun, Lawrence. Going back to Landry. This time he's got it. Complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
No. Check. Patriot.
On 4th down, Lawrence. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Boom. Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down.
You're set! Blue 80!
Around they go with the running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Set! Blue 80!
Got 4 down.
To throw on 2nd down. Stafford. Smith catches left side. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Let's go.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Watch left. He's tight right there.
set, the lady.
We got four. We got four.
Ready, hot, hot. Wait, hot.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And some strong running. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Tight end. Even. 4 down.
We go set. 180.
58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Now they'll run the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss.
Man left. Hey.
Go set, the lady.
We got four down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And alley to run. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Double tight. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
That's Coleman. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more
Green,
careful.
39.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessary.
Jarvis Landry, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 72 yards.
Leopard.
Last stop.
Detroit.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. Well, not content with a first quarter lead, I guess. They're going to go onside kick. And the Lions are able to cover this one up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
And surprisingly, they take a knee. I have no idea why they would.